All right, guys, we're live. It's Monday. It's Monday morning, and it's time to fucking rant. If you're Giants fans like me and Mike are, Mike's off camera right now, but I'm sure he's really got a piss face right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so what I wanted to do, so really, really quick, and if you're new to the channel, please hit like and subscribe. Uh, I basically want to come on every Monday morning, the three of us, if we can, if we all can, and talk about our teams, commiserating their losses, rejoicing their wins. And then again, this is a safe space for you guys also to talk about your teams as well, whether it's the Panthers, the Falcons, whatever it is. And then we'll do our picks and go over our last week's picks as well. So that's what we're going to do. We want to tally up our scores. But let's get right to it. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It was a fucking horrible. I turned it off after the third quarter.
It's
Mike,
a
I heard
sad day to be a Giant fan.
I turned it off after the first quarter.
it was bad. I almost wanted to. I wanted to. And I
saw,
said, all right.
I saw 26. I said, I give up.
Yeah, dude, when you told me it was 26 and I missed that other score,
Unbelievable.
I said, oh, I'm going to sleep.
One of the worst Giant losses.
When
One of the
I
worst
woke up,
losses.
dude, when I woke up this morning and I seen it 40-0,
40-0.
Wow, this is embarrassing.
It's
See what happened. Daniel Jones walked into the locker room and they said, hey, so what happened to Kenny Pickett against the Niners? He goes, hold my beer.
it's just unbelievable, dude. I mean, look.
What we saw last night was abysmal.
Yeah.
Irritating, aggravating, tragic. Somebody should call the East Rutherford Police Department and say a 6'3" Caucasian white male, 220 pounds, robbed John Mara of $82 guaranteed million.
So let's have this conversation. Hold on a second, because I was talking to James earlier before we got on.
Yeah, because I know what you're going to say. Oh, you got no protection.
You're going to put the whole loss on his.
I'm going to put the whole loss on Daniel Jones.
No, you can't put the whole loss on his shoulders.
Well, when you don't fucking score and you don't go past the 50-yard line every drive, and your defense is on 3/4 of the game, it's on the quarterback.
You got to put it on the defense too.
How is it on the quarterback if he was?
And the two interceptions, and I will forgive me with the rule. If the receiver touches the ball and it's an interception, it should go on the receiver, not the quarterback.
Yeah.
But that second interception, what the fuck was he thinking?
That second, well, first of all, that second interception.
He should have never threw the ball. He should have ran out of bounds.
On the ball, but I still can't believe it was caught. I thought it hit the ground.
No, he caught it. The guy legitimately caught it.
It hit the ground, but the guy made a really good catch as well. I mean, Joe, I'm not gonna.
I mean, you're 2 feet away from the sideline. What are you throwing that ball for?
Was there any doubt? Yeah, there was doubt. There was doubt. I thought I figured the Cowboys would win. I was hopeful that the Giants would actually at least pull out an upset win or close. Keep it close.
Yeah, but this, oh man,
keep it close.
Nothing.
No, the great. I told you the greatest heist ever done was this contract. 4 years at $160 million. You couldn't find anybody but Daniel Jones to quarterback this freaking team.
I honestly, but I see that's my thing though, Mike. I understand, and you've been on Daniel Jones for the last few years now, with the exception of last year, because last year you had a good year.
No, I was still on him last year because I think it was just pure luck.
Played a lot better last year.
Pure luck that all this happened.
I don't think it, honestly, last night's game, I don't think it matters who's behind that line. I don't think it matters who's at center. I really don't.
No, I do.
I don't think if you have any quarterback.
If they would have went after Jimmy Garoppolo, if they would have after
do you think Jimmy Garoppolo would have did a better job last night?
Yeah, because his team won yesterday.
His team barely won yesterday. I know they won,
but at least they won. At least they fought.
They played.
Kyler Murray played better than Daniel Jones yesterday.
But you guys both are. You're negating, not even negating. You're failing to realize that this offensive line is hard. Like they were literally.
No, I know.
Collinsworth was even saying it. They were literally just walking through the line and getting to the quarterback. It was ridiculous. He was sacked 7 times. He was hit 12 times.
15 of 28 for 104 yards and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, I know.
Can I get time of possession here? Who's time of possession? Time of possession, 26-32 for the Cowboys. That's only because half the time they were out there, they were scoring as soon as they get on the field. The Giants had the ball for 33-28. You're telling me you had the ball for 33 minutes and 28 seconds and you can't even get a freaking – how many first downs did they get? 14 first downs.
Yeah, and that was on the ground.
5 for 16 for third down, 3 for 5 for fourth down, 65 total play. They had 10 more plays than the Cowboys. They were on the field more, but the whole time they were on the field with 3 and outs.
I wouldn't say no. First of all, that first drive, they were moving the ball. Jones was doing more on the ground. I was like, when is he going to fucking pass the ball? But he was running the ball, and then look what happened. The fucking snap and the snap. That was ridiculous. The botched snap that Jones had to recover. There was a lot. It was a messy game. Missed extra points, blocked field goals. Fucking Graham Gano had a horrible. Everybody had a horrible game on the Giants. On the Giants side of the ball.
I don't understand this new thing in football where during preseason you don't let your starters play. I don't understand it. I only saw Daniel Jones start maybe one not even start. I think he came in like in the second quarter. You're testing out freaking DeVito and what's his name over there? What's the guy they got over there?
Tyrod?
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah. Well, who came in last night? Who came in yesterday too? He went 2 for 2 for 6 yards. I honestly I really don't think it matters. I don't even think, even if you had Aaron Rodgers out there, I don't think it would have mattered. I think the Cowboys would have done what they did against this line. I really don't. I don't think it. I don't. And then on the flip side of it, who the fuck besides Shepard, and we know Slayton, whatever, but and of course Waller, which he had a couple of good catches, and Waller, what do you call it? Danny had at least a couple of good throws in him, but who's he throwing to? Who are these fucking guys? Who are I want to know. Like they mentioned the receivers. They got Hodgins from last year. You got Bright Campbell. Who are these people that he's throwing to? But again, I'm not going to fault. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about the right wide receiving core. I think at the end of the day, that fucking offensive line was fucking pathetic. Barkley couldn't get penetration. That's what she said. Daniel Jones, because they were Daniel Jones had good outside bootleg runs, especially on that first drive. And it looked like Barkley was picking up steam as well. I really thought they were going to have a good game. And they had with that torrential downpour, you knew it had to be a run game for them. You knew.
Stop blaming the weather.
No, I'm not. Obviously, it can't be the weather. Look, the Cowboys put up 40 points.
And maybe I was starting to blame the weather in the Cleveland-Cincinnati game. I was like, Bo can't throw the ball because well, obviously, freaking Deshaun Watson didn't have a problem yesterday throwing the ball in that downpour that came over later in the day.
No, I know.
By New York. So I mean, don't blame the weather. Stop blaming the freaking weather.
Special teams hurt us. The run game that the Cowboys have, because the offensive line for the Cowboys is comparing the two is just ridiculous. The offensive line,
the defensive line is even more monstrous.
I know.
I was going to pick Saquon in one of my lineups, and I thought he was going to have a good game. But
good thing you didn't.
Yeah.
No, good thing you didn't.
56 yards.
No. And
listen, you guys got to realize it's one game right
now. That's what it's the first game, and
Dak
and what do you call it? Kendall's right. He didn't play well. Dak didn't play well at all. It really was the defense of the Cowboys, the special teams, and the run game. Right. The run. Pollard ran all over us. Listen to Jim. What's up? What a first week of football. It was some really good games. That Eagles-Patriots game was great. I got to watch some of that because I kept flipping through. What else? What other game was really close? The Dolphins and Chargers game was fucking really good. The Lions and Chiefs game, the opener on Thursday night was. I caught the very end of the third quarter to the end of the game at a bar. Yeah, I was out Thursday night.
Nobody expected that.
We did.
I did. I picked the Lions.
You picked the Lions. That's right.
Yeah. But no, some really, really good games. Jordan Love and the Packers. Mm-hmm. They surprised. He surprised. They had a really good game against the Bears.
Yeah, that was surprising.
The Bears aren't that good, but I thought maybe at home.
And I know I picked the Bears.
Maybe at home. Well, again, moving forward, and the other thing is too, He did. Richardson did well for his first game. He did. Richardson did well. Who was the other open? Not CJ Stroud. Who's the other one that did pretty good for his opener? They didn't win though. Hold on. Was it the command? Was he on the command?
No, that was Howell. They won the game.
Yeah, no. It wasn't him. The quarterback's name was Bryce. Something. Bryce. You sure it's not Bryce Howell?
Well, if you're talking about Howell, the Commanders
They won.
You said,
I know.
Said,
No, I know. I take it back. I'm saying he had a good game. I can't remember who it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I think for the Giants, and here's where it's going to hurt us. Bryce Young. Oh, it's Carolina Panthers. Okay, so they did not win. But he had a decent game. What was I going to say? The schedule for the Giants is. I don't know if I ever really paid attention to what they have to now, with the exception of the Cardinals coming up next Sunday.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing not in this order, but you're playing the Bills. You got
you got the Niners week 3.
Niners right after the Cardinals,
and that's a Thursday night game, so you're on short rest.
Then you're playing the Seahawks, which should be okay, hopefully. I mean, you never know. I don't think anything's okay right now. I don't think anything's an easy game for them. Like you said,
So
they got the Niners,
they got
the
Bills.
Bills.
Then.
Yeah, very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough schedule. This is bad. So this first game, even though it's only the first game of the season, this was, I think, the barometer of what we were going to set this team at. Like, testing the waters. What was this team going to be?
They don't look like after that first game. They don't look like a good team.
Yeah, it's a very tough schedule. It is. Thanks, Kendall. No, it's very, very tough. So this, again, we'll see what they do next week against the Cardinals. Hopefully they can handle that team. Everybody was saying that the Cardinals are going to tank and whatever, and they almost won, but obviously they didn't end up winning. But I don't know. I don't know. Mike, what do you think about this upcoming schedule?
I don't know. I don't know who put the schedule together. I mean, it's worse enough you got to play, and we still got to play. Remember, our division, we still got to play 5 more games against our own division.
I know.
It's Philly twice, Dallas another time. Then you got to play the Commanders, which they looked pretty good yesterday.
Yeah, no, they got. I mean, again, they played the Cardinals, and they were expected to win. But the Patriots almost pulled up an upset against the Eagles. We might have a different conversation right now about who won that game if the receiver would have been would have got that second toe down. It wouldn't have been turnover on downs. Patriots came very close to beating the Eagles yesterday. So I don't know, but Giants do not do well against their division opponents unless their names are the Commanders. So or previously,
and sometimes that doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. It's just. I don't know.
And the Giants play Arizona in Arizona this week?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, to both road games. They're both both at home. Both are away. Arizona and then San Fran. So back-to-back weeks.
Tonight's a real test for New York.
I know.
Jets and Buffalo.
Yeah, that should be. I mean, you hope it's a good game. I hope it's not a blowout on both ends. I really want to watch.
I think it's going to be a real competitive game. I do.
Yeah, I mean, Kendall, look who they played. I mean, I think you could have had the Pee Wee football Cowboys beat the little Giants. They ran over them.
That was just rough.
They ran all over them. They look. The Giants are going to have to do something with their offensive line. They're going to have to make some moves. Maybe put somebody on one end to the other. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. And again, look,
you guys need an ice box out there.
I know you're playing against Micah Parsons, and we already know he's a beast. And some of the other weapons they have on that defensive line is just, again, how do you stop? What do you do? I don't. Unbelievable. And then don't discredit their fucking secondary too. They did really good pass protection. Really good pass protection. Again, Jones was flustered, and that's the problem. They said he had, what did he have? 2 seconds to throw the ball on almost every snap.
Yeah. He got killed.
It literally looked like he was running for his life. I don't care what quarterback. I don't care who you are.
The announcer said, yeah.
I don't care if you're Michael Vick, Randall Cunningham. I don't care if you have legs, and you can run faster than the wind. I don't care if you're Tyreek Hill behind the center. I don't know of any other quarterback that would have had success with that offensive line. I really don't. Look, we'll know more as the season goes along. If we're 2, 3, 4 weeks in and Daniel Jones is consistently showing us this, then it'll be like, you know what? It's Jones. I'll say it's Jones. But after the first game and after how many times he was sacked, after how many times he was hurried, after how many times he was hit, and again, that first interception.
I want to congratulate Daniel Jones on one thing. Lamar and Guy Liner, you are down to 2 and 3. Daniel Jones is the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. Thank you. You made Mike D's top of the top.
Mike, that makes no sense. He's not overrated because nobody thinks he's good. How is he overrated?
Well, according to the Giants, he's worth $160 million. He's overrated.
He could have made, not only drank a cup of coffee, he could have brewed it. The Giants' pass rush is non-existent. It's non-existent. But again, that line, and that's what shows you the difference between night and day right there. The difference between the two lines is night and day. That Giants O-line and that Cowboys O-line, it shows you when a quarterback has time. And again, he didn't even have that much of good of a game, but that's also because of the weather. That shows you the difference between what a quarterback can do when he has all the time in the world.
Right.
And what a running back can do when he actually has lines creating holes for him. So, all right. I think we're talking about that team long enough. The Giants. James, what do you think? What do you think about this game tonight? Seriously, what are your expectations going into tonight's game?
My expectations is that Rodgers is going to have a good game. I think the Jets are going to. I picked the Jets, and the Jets going to win. But you know what? It's not going to be easy. Buffalo is an incredible team, and I think it's honestly between back. I don't see it being a blowout, but I do see it being a real back and forth competitive game.
I mean, I really hope. I really do. Really quick listen to Jim. Yeah, right out of the gate. I really think at one point.
Yep.
I think it was also, and again, this isn't. It's not an excuse by any means because it's the truth. I really think they were fucking stunned. I know as a fan watching the game, I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now?
That's what I said. I said, what the fuck am I watching right now?
You hold them to a field goal, right? Then what did they mix? No, I'm sorry. What was it? They got a touchdown. They missed the extra point. And then what was it? The blocked fucking field goal or whatever. No, what was it? It was a blocked field goal for a touchdown, right, Mike?
I think.
Whatever. I think Daniel Jones should get.
I mean, this game was so bad. I forgot half the game.
So Kendall agrees with you. Aggravated robbery for robbing the Giants at $180 million. Again, only time is going to tell. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does for the weeks to come. But again, Giants have to do some adjustments. They got to do some adjustments because on every single level of the game, like yesterday, they looked horrible. Special teams, their kicker couldn't kick a fucking field goal. They just can't protect their quarterback, and I feel like it's a reoccurring theme every year. We talk about this every fucking year. Yeah. Thanks. Look at him, Pat. Wait, I thought I put it in. Game sucked. Game was horrible. I'm sorry you bet money on it, Pat, because you're not getting that back. Now you know not to take the Giants. I told you not to take the Giants.
Yeah, and what's the scary part is he bet the Jets too, which is making me even more nervous.
Oh, he's a mush.
Tonight's game.
Oh, what a mush.
Rip up the ticket.
I have faith in this game. I really do. I think tonight's game is going to be a lot more competitive. The weather should be a lot better.
Did Pat pick
the Bills or you picked the Jets tonight, Joe?
What, me?
Yeah, would you?
I picked the Bills.
Oh man.
I went with the Bills. I told you.
But
what did I tell you? I said the hype is there.
Mm-hmm.
The hype is there. And Pat's ready. Pat's ready for the Jets. Why is it not showing when I do it?
Why is it? Yeah, okay.
The hype is there for the Jets. It is. But what did I say? I need to see it before I believe it.
I know. Yeah, I know.
So let's see.
And you're right
and again,
about that. Yeah,
this is one of the ultimate tests. It's a division rival. It's a team that nearly went to the Super Bowl in the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have a really good team and a really good defense. So I don't know if Von Miller's playing. Kendall, is Von Miller playing tonight? I don't think he is. I think he's out. But they still have a really good defense. So if they can win, and I love her, I love Rodgers, and Rodgers is the only reason why I would even throw my hat into the ring of the Jets, because I really do like Aaron Rodgers. But
I've always been a fan of Rodgers, always.
But they need to show me. I need to see this. I want to see if this hype is real. Look with the Giants. We were all on the Giants train. Oh, this is a new year and it's going to be a good year for New York football team. What the fuck were we thinking? He's out. I figured. Okay. So they are without Von Miller, but this Buffalo's defense is great. The Buffalo offense, we know what they have with Josh Allen and his weapons. So let's see. Because this, Dalvin Cook, you got Aaron Rodgers,
baby.
you got a lot of fucking weapons, and you got a lot of reasons to believe in your New York Jets if you're a New York Jets fan. So let's see what happens tonight. I'm pumped. They haven't. They really haven't lived up to the hype. So you're not buying they are the team to beat in the East. I still think they are. I think they are. I really think they are. I need to see otherwise. Even look at what Tua did. We didn't think Tua was going to be the same because of the injuries he had last year. Look what Tua did. What do you have, over 400 yards in yesterday's game against the Chargers?
Tua looked good.
That was a really good pass for Tyreek to retake the lead.
And I had Justin Herbert in one of my lineups too. I had Joe Burrow with the fucking Bengals. Oh my god, man!
Talk about another quarterback with the fucking,
Oh, he looked like shit.
Yeah, let's go Giants. Where are they going? They're going to Arizona. That's where they're going.
Dude, at one point I was looking at that Bengals game, and I was looking at my score, my points for fucking. I seen Burrow. It said he had 1 point. I'm like, what the fuck am I looking at?
He had a rough game yesterday.
You know what though? Jim, because I was keeping an eye on all the scores yesterday. At one point, Colts had the lead over the Jaguars, and I was like, holy shit, right. What's going on here? Obviously, they came back to win the game, but I don't know. Let's see. We're all going to keep our eyes on every game, obviously, from here to the end of the season, and we'll see what the Colts can do, especially with the young quarterback. But, yeah, if I wasn't a Giants fan, I'd be a Jets fan. I guess, right? We'll see. And how about the Steelers, dude? They shit the bed at home, huh?
Yeah.
Are the Steelers bad or are the 49ers for real?
9, 6, 7, 8, 1.
What do you think?
Well, I think the 49ers but the Steelers are bad.
No, but dude, you know what it is? I don't know. I felt really out of it. I know a lot of us were out of it last week. Dude, I didn't even know Zeke Elliott was a fucking Patriot. I was so out of it. I really didn't pay attention to a lot of things. So, not remembering the weapons that 49ers team has. And maybe with Brock Purdy, maybe he's the answer. Let's see what happens. Because he got hurt last year. Didn't he get hurt in the playoffs and they had to go with Garoppolo or something like that? Or their third string quarterback. I think they were on their third string.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right about that.
But the weapons, Debu Sam, like the weapons that this team has is insane. And obviously on the defensive side with Bosa and the rest of the crew, I mean, that 49ers team might be one of the more complete teams in the NFL. So, are they going to go to the Super Bowl? Are they going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl? I don't know. But we'll see. All right, let's go over our picks from last week.
Okay.
And James, if you want, can you do me a favor? Because then we'll do our picks for next week, and then we'll wrap up the show. While we're going over the games and who picked what, can you give us a score? A record. A record.
All right, yeah.
Tally a record. Okay.
Mike, Joe, James.
Okay.
Okay, you could start.
All right. So for the Thursday's game, the Lions obviously beat the Chiefs. So the Lions, I picked the Lions. You guys picked the Chiefs.
So we got. You said you picked the Lions. Okay.
Okay. We all picked the Falcons, so we all get a point for the second game.
Oh, a second.
I mean, that's why I picked the Steelers. Everybody was in love with Pickett. I figured the Steelers at home. I know the 49ers were a better team. And the Steelers were barely 500 team last year. They were, but
And so, I'm sorry. Say the second game again. What was the
Falcons.
second?
We all picked the Falcons.
So that's shoot 2-0. Mm, Okay.
And then we all picked the Ravens, so we all get a point.
Okay.
James, you and I picked the Bengals. Mike gets the point for the Browns.
Okay.
Me and Mike get the point for the Jaguars. You lost for the Colts.
Okay.
We all picked the Vikes, so we all lost there. So we all lose a point for that.
Wow, I'm doing bad. Hold on.
Yeah. Well, they almost won. Vikes almost won. Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Next game, we all picked the Saints, so we all get a point for that. Saints came marching in, didn't they?
Go ahead.
Next one, you get a point for the 49ers. We lose for the Steelers.
4, 3, 3. Okay.
Next game, we all get a point for the Washington Commanders. They won. Almost said Redskins. Can't believe I still got it. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
We all lost a point for picking the Bears. Next game.
1952.
What was I thinking?
What were we thinking?
Okay.
I get a point for picking the Raiders. You guys lose a point for picking the Broncos.
As you said, me and Mike lost that one, right?
Yeah, you guys picked the Broncos. And we're almost wrapped up here.
Hold on
Just
one second.
A few more games here. We're almost wrapped up.
Hold up. Okay, go ahead.
Next game. You and I picked the Chargers, so we lose a point. Mike gets the point for picking the Dolphins.
Wait, I'm sorry. The last game, the one before that, I fucked up here.
The Raiders, Broncos.
And I picked the winner of that one, right?
No. You and Mike picked the Broncos, so you lost. I got the winner for
Gotcha.
the Raiders.
And 1 second. Okay, go ahead.
All right. The next one is you and Mike get the point for. I'm sorry. Mike gets the point for the Dolphins. We lose for picking the Chargers.
Okay.
The Vikings play. Oh, the Buccaneers. That's right. The Buccaneers won. Next one. I'm sorry. Next one is you get the point for the Eagles. Me and Mike lost for picking the Patriots.
Okay.
You guys picked the Seahawks, so you lost. I picked the Rams. I get a point.
Okay.
And then we all lose a point for picking the Giants. Fuck them.
1 second.
So who we got tonight?
Tonight's the Bills and Jets.
Who do we got?
And
You guys have the Jets. I have the Bills.
679.
Okay, that's what I want to know.
all right, so
I think so too, but they're gonna have to prove it now. Now they have to prove it. I mean, they're playing the Cardinals, so they have to win this game. They can't go 0-2 into San Francisco and then expect to come home and
So
beat
Joe
the.
leaves you. You're 8-7. Me and
Okay.
Mike are both 6-9.
Okay, 8-7, 6-9. Okay. All right, I came out over 500. That's good. All right. So let's proceed to pick our picks for next week, and then we'll wrap up. Okay. So boom, boom, doom. Let's go back to my room. Right. All right. Vikings at Eagles.
I'm going to go Eagles. Jalen Hurts.
Michael.
Vikings.
Okay. The Eagles showed me yesterday. They're still a great team. I think they're the best. I honestly think, even though what the Cowboys showed the Giants yesterday, I know the Cowboys are good. I think the Eagles are still the better team. So with the Eagles showed me yesterday, they're still a good team. But the Vikings, it's on the road. I gotta go. I gotta go Eagles. I do. The Vikings did not show me anything yesterday against the Buccaneers. So I'm going to go Eagles as well. I don't want it, but I have to. Kendall picks the Eagles. Keaton says, I don't think the Bengals are not going to the playoffs because of Joe Burrow is hurt. All right. Let's see what happens, right? Green Bay at Atlanta. Can Atlanta continue to roll, or is Green Bay going to continue to do what they did yesterday?
I'm going to go Atlanta.
I'm gonna give this Jordan Love kid another chance. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with Green Bay.
Okay. Packers. Listen to Jim says the Eagles. He's on the Eagles game. Playing at home. That team looks good though, the Falcons. I like I'm gonna go Packers. Go with the Raiders at Buffalo. Sucks. You know what sucks though? We have the disadvantage. I mean, we all have a disadvantage in picking this game only because we don't know what Buffalo looks like.
Outpatient mental.
They haven't played yet. I really kind of wish we would have seen them play yesterday.
I'm going with Buffalo at home.
Okay.
Bills.
All right. Yeah, that's my reasoning behind it. They're playing a Raiders team that I still don't know. I still don't trust yet, and they're playing at home. So I'm gonna go the Bills as well. Listen, Jim said the Eagles. Kendall said Green Bay for the other game, and he said Bills for the third game. Ravens at Bengals. Now, since he's going to be home now, but and as Keaton said,
they don't got Joe Burrow.
Exactly. So,
Baltimore.
I gotta go Baltimore. I gotta go Ravens.
All right, Ravens across the board here. That's easy. That is easy. We got the Seahawks at the Lions at home. Can the Lions continue their domination from that upset against the Chiefs?
Detroit.
I am going to go. Wait, who are they playing again?
Seahawks.
Seattle. I got Seattle.
All right. I'm going Lions. I'm going to continue that. I think they're going to continue to roll. Listen to Jim said the Raiders before. He also said Love Fest. So I guess he's going Packers. Colts at Texans. I know they're at home, but I'm going to go with the Colts.
Houston.
And you said Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Chiefs at Jaguars. Ooh. Chiefs did lose to the Lions. Now, granted, they didn't have Kelsey. Does Kelsey play? Is Kelsey playing? Is Kelsey healthy for today? Well, it's a week away. I guess we don't know at this point.
They didn't put him on the injury reserve list, so
okay.
And they figured him not playing Thursday, they had 10 days off after that game, so he has extra time. So
You're right.
They
most likely
Thursday. Probably will start.
Okay.
Listen, I hate to go against the Chiefs, but the Jags look good, so I'm going to go Jaguars.
Mike, you going Chiefs?
Patrick always is angry after a loss. Chiefs.
All right. I'm also going with the Jaguars. only because they're home, and I really do think that
Yeah.
that team is dangerous. I know it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs probably going to win, and I agree with Mike. He's going to be home. Mahomes is going to be angry,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Bears at Bucks. Can Baker Mayfield and the Bucks continue the roll? What do you
Tampa
think?
Bay.
Yeah, I got Tampa Bay too.
Bucks. They're not paying Mike Evans though, so he's walking after this year. I'm going Bucks as well. Chargers at Tennessee. I'm going Chargers.
Yep. Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Mike.
Let's go Tennessee.
Oh shit! I'll put the tits. I was just starting to write the Chargers for you. Catch up really quick. Listen, Jim said the Raiders, which I said already. Ravens, Lions, Colts, and he's going Chiefs. Giants at Cardinals. I have to pick the Giants here. I do.
I'm going Cardinals.
I hate to say it. Cardinals.
Really?
Prove. Now you got to prove it to me.
All right. I think they beat the Cardinals. If they can't beat the Cardinals, the season's over. I'm telling you right now.
Well, then it might just happen that way, Joey.
40. Kelsey has a deep bruise, so he probably plays. Okay. 49ers at Rams.
Niners.
Niners.
Niners across the board. Listen, Jim said the Bucks. Jets at the Cowboys.
Cowboys. Let's get realistic.
Jets.
After that shellacking and they're playing in Dallas, I'm going to go Cowboys. The Jets' offensive line is another thing of suspect, just like the Giants' offensive line. I don't know if it's as bad as the Giants' offensive line, but I think the Cowboys' defensive ends, I think they give them the defensive line rather gives Rodgers and the Jets also some trouble. I don't know.
See what the Jets look like tonight.
Exactly. Let's see what happens. Washington at Denver. I'm going Washington, even with Denver at home.
Wash. It's a washout.
Denver.
Keaton says Jets. Moondog and Joe, do you think the Browns? Hold on. We'll get to playoffs. Well, they might. We forgot. I mean, I didn't forget, but we failed to mention in last week's picks. We were talking about Deshaun Watson, but we forgot about the run game that the Browns have rather. I don't know.
And Chubb looked really good
They
yesterday.
did. Chubb looked really good
yesterday, so we'll see.
I mean, they beat the Bengals again, a limping Bengals, but
I think Cleveland could be a playoff team.
Yeah, why not?
And you got Deshaun Watson. So let's see what happens. Listen to Jim. Denver. I'm sorry. No, Keaton said Denver. Listen, Jim says the Niners and then the Jets. Washington. All right. So we're now at Miami at New England. Oh, that's going to be a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. I got to go Miami.
I got to go Patriots at home.
That Patriots defense, though, was so good.
I'm going to Miami.
You said Patriots, James?
Yeah.
Pats. All right, I'm going Miami as well, Mike. And we got 2 Monday night games. Saints at Falcons.
Wait, Saints at Falcon? Oh, that's yeah.
Monday, Saints at Panthers. Saints at Panthers.
Yeah. I'm like,
Saints.
Saints.
So you're going with Guy Liner?
Yep.
All right. Saints across the board there. And then we got, speaking of the Browns at Steelers. Did the Steelers wake up?
Browns.
Another home game.
Yeah, I'm going with Pittsburgh at home.
Really?
Cleveland.
All right.
Of course, Cleveland Mox.
I'm going to go I'm going Browns too, Mike. I have to see, because after that, after what the 49ers did to the Steelers at home, again, I know it's the Niners and this is the Browns, 2 different teams, but I don't know. The Steelers have to prove it first.
True.
Kung Fu Tua.
Mm-hmm.
He also picked Washington, aka Skins, and then of course he picked the Jets. But yeah, so that's our picks for next week. Let's see if I can keep it rolling. I'm 8-7. You guys are 6-9, but that can easily be changed. I really thought I did better than 8-7, to be honest with you. Fuck. Some of those picks were bad, though, including the Giants. What were we thinking? What were we thinking?
Well,
Listen to
we're
Jim's
being
going.
optimistic. So
But we weren't thinking realistic.
no, exactly.
So we'll see what happens. But I really think, not that I think, I hope that tonight's a good game. James, I know you're going to be watching. I know you're a big Jets fan. I'm going to be watching just for the entertainment of it because I like football and I want to see what the Bills can do. I want to see what this Bills and Jets teams are all about in 2023. And hopefully, for the most part, with the exception of Kendall, obviously, because Kendall's Cowboys won. Fuck them, but they won. I know, listen to Jim's Colts lost. Our team lost, Mike. Keaton, I think you're a Giants fan, so I guess your team lost as well. Hopefully our teams pick it up, and again, James, we'll see what your team does tonight.
We shall see.
He's going with the Browns for that other game. Okay. All right, guys, don't forget to, hold on. Bengals didn't even show up yesterday at all, but the Browns defense is so good. Yeah, Keaton's right. Bengals did not show up. They didn't. All right, hopefully you guys like this show. Again, hit that like button if you're in the chat. Don't forget to join us every Monday morning at 11 a.m. for our weekly talks of football. And again, it's whether to commiserate our teams losing like the Giants did 40-0 yesterday, get a good rant on, get a good venting going, or to rejoice like Kendall can about having a good team like the Cowboys. James, who knows? Maybe next week we're going to be talking about 2 Jets victories.
Let's see.
Right? Jets might be 2-0 by the time we talk next week.
It could be.
How old are you going to be then? All right, Mike, thanks for joining us. I know you're off camera, so we can't really see your piss face, but I know you're angry.
Very angry.
Very angry. I'm hangry.
George is up. George is getting upset.
George is very upset.
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
Guys, I'll see everybody next week. Enjoy the rest of the week. Have a great weekend, and let's go Giants. Let's go Jets.
JETS.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see you all next week.